There's no such thing as a silly question. We are all at different stages in our careers and in our learning. Okay, we're gonna go through just a few buzzwords and define them. And the first buzzword I'm going to use is something you've also heard me say many times, and that is pedagogy or pedagogical documentation. Pedagogy is the practice of learning. This is my own definition, by the way. In an education setting, it's how you go about teaching and learning. Pedagogy is the method and practice of a teaching style. So when you refer to a pedagogy, you're referring to a style of learning and teaching. Pedagogical documentation is when that learning is made visible. You can have documentation, and then you can have pedagogical documentation. Documentation is great, but pedagogical documentation is better. We are making sure that whatever our pedagogy is, it's visible. Making learning visible on our pedagogical documentation. Documentation where you can see the learning. Okay, the next buzzword is curriculum. Different than pedagogy, very interrelated. Curriculum refers to everything that we do in our day. Curriculum is not just reading, writing, arithmetic, everything. It's when the children get dropped off in the morning. It's the transitions in our day. It's free play. It's also eating times. It's meal times. It's toileting. It's nap times. Curriculum refers to the entirety of the day, everything that we do. Okay, this one, emergent, meaning like what we see emerging from the children. What the children are emerging in their play, but then what is emerging from all of this, the cycle that we're doing, right? Emergent curriculum. It's what comes up. We take what comes up and what the children are showing. The interests are always changing and shifting, and we're always offering invitations and provocations, right? So it's a cycle that's like, it's like a ball that's always rolling, or you can visualize it as a ball that's being passed from the teacher to the child, to the parent, to the teacher, to the child, to the whatever order. Right? We're going back and forth and back and forth, as opposed to like a traditional method of teaching that we're used to here in North America, where it's very much just the educator spewing knowledge at the children. So what's emergent is that it's going back and forth, and it's not just the information that we think they should learn, but they're actually telling us what they think they should learn, and then we're saying, okay, we're gonna help you learn that, and I also want to help you learn other things, so I'm going to include that. I'm going to like mush that in with it without you even noticing. Last buzzword for this episode is scaffolding. So scaffolding is a word we will use in the early learning setting. It refers to where you are offering an invitation or a provocation to the children. You know, you're provoking their thinking and deeper learning. Scaffolding is, if you picture like a piece of scaffolding on the side of a building at a construction site, right? There's layers, and you go further and higher and higher and higher. So when we're talking about scaffolding and children's learning, what we're talking about is that invitation, adding another scaffold to that. That we get to that scaffold, you know, we're offering them another invitation, and we're climbing up and up and up, and we're just gaining our skills, and we're learning, and we're holding on to what we know, and then we're expanding on it. Children come out of this with such a firm grasp on what it was that they were exploring. Like, they are experts then after, even if they can't always articulate exactly what they are experts on, or you can't quite put a thumb on it, it comes up later. It comes up in the next thing we're learning about and we're exploring. You know, those things we mastered, they come in handy with these things we're just new at. They drive our experiences and help us with our confidence. And okay, I think that's enough for this video. That was a lot of head stuff. Understand one of these buzzwords maybe ever so slightly better, then, you know, that's a win. I'm happy. As always, we'll see you again on Wednesday.